好好拍。
喂，看看现在你看到几点？这直播是我成立的。
旁边的台阶上移动一下好吗？各位会长帮帮忙，你们带人过来的会长，拜托你们往旁边，你们完全挡住了讲台，你们挡住了州长的赛，请你们往旁边的台阶上挪一挪好吗？
可以的，反正你等等才出来，进来出来，我这边已经在播了。
大家请注意哈，我们一定要把那个舞台站好，州长我们才会叫州长进场。请大家，警察不会让他进来，因为这样不安全。请大家往前走3步。第一排的朋友们，请你至少往前跨3步。第一排站在下面，站在人行道上第一排的，请你往前挪3步。然后其他的大家跟着往前挪，否则的话，警察不会让州长进入现场。谢谢大家的配合哈，请你往前挪3步。左边的，在左边的朋友们，也请你们往前挪哈，因为我们州长现在已经在这里附近了，但是警察说我们的舞台没有设好的话，为安全问题不让州长进场哈。
请大家走下去以后，把脸转过来对着我，对着讲台这边啊！拜托大家往下挪一挪，左边和右边都有位置，拍照都可以拍到。各位会长跟你们的会员也拜托，你们站好位以后把脸转过来好吗？
你就不要坐车了，跟那个谁一起去。
靠近图书馆那边台阶上的朋友，请往下走，请往下挪3步。靠近图书馆门边的，请往下走，请往下走。
别了就叫我金山。
请往下走。靠近图书馆边上的那台阶上的，请往下走。在第一排的朋友，请你往下挪。谢谢大家，谢谢你们。
没有，他们不要我们算，我就算了，我也没办法说。讲台在哪里啊？靠近门边上的，请往下走。最靠近图书馆边门的，
靠近图书馆，请大家往台阶下面走，往右边。你们不站好对州长，没有办法过来讲话。 好吗？在这边，在这边，在这边。
我前面你看下去了，拉到全部过来，来，听我们的，听指挥，
非常感谢大家天天这么做过来，请你们快一点站队，配合一下，我们节省一下彼此的时间，好不好？拜托大家，然后站好以后把脸转过来。
站好，往那边走。
请大家站好队以后，把脸转过来，对着 podium， 对着讲台这边，好吗？大家像路易一样啊，看到前面这边戴墨镜的帅哥，跟他一样，把脸全部转过来，看着我。
请大家那个转个面哈，面对着图书馆，你的面对着图书馆，请大家180度转个身，请大家180度转个身。
州长2分钟就到了，请现在大家马上把脸转过来，站好队。Everybody turn around facing the podium. We should be ready right now. 我们现在每个人都 get ready. 脸对着我们这个旁边。
进来，阿姨进来，安全一点。
拜托大家。
让人多来挤，让在这里安全一点。已经在主持了。
州长马上就到现场，请大家配合一下，请大家把脸转过来。你们等一下再拍照，现在请大家把脸转过来。我们的 leader 来表达支持的，请大家转过来，站好，站好。
好啊。好来接他。那个，你一会儿要干嘛？我给你看看。
看，那个来了，那个司机出来了，叫彼得。
哪一个？
曹光光那个。
哦，就是他。台湾人。
马警官，今天很晒哦。
哦，真的欢迎来啊！
那边没。
拜托大家，请大家站好一点，好不好？大家不要再互相挤来挤去，真的拜托，这样活动都没有办法开始。
师姐来了。
师姐张静华。
哦，这也是你朋友。
这样不是办法呀。
你说好，你玩是不是这个地方要堵一下一会儿？这不是要绕着走了让他们。
还有事啊？还有事啊？
我要跑到那个八大道去了，那边颁奖啊，
颁奖啊，这个没多讲我要干。
管理官，等一下是不是要 block 他这里就不让他走了？好多行人现在。
那边可能要组织一下了，不然人来会根本。
Yeah, people still crossing from here. Take that in. 那头就是啊。你这种最好，我最喜欢。有，你这是 GoPro 的吧？下面的杆很贵，这个杆。原装的不是原装的，原装的一个70、80万，你给它打折我就是。我看看你这个。这个最好，因为上面这个机器，上面的杆不一样。这个是户外的，水什么也打不可以，4K 的吧，也是4K 的。
但是州长从那边过来呀。
啊，从那边过来，上了个台。那得让警察过去是吧？
警察那边有，警察那边有。多难看啊！顺便过去。 哎呀，
州长还有3分钟，他的车马上到了。先请大家脸对着讲台，请大家脸站过来对着讲台。 台阶一点点，对着讲台，我们马上就要开始了。
你看多大的奖？你这个最好的，全部都可以摆那个桌上。这个是。
应该往上了。
上次微博也是他主持，你说哪一个？网上的。
太阳好大。
好，请我们大家安静一下啊，处长马上就到了。啊，拜托大家脸都朝这边看一看，朝我看一看。今天天气真的很热，辛苦大家了，辛苦各位会长，我都看到你们了，谢谢谢谢，非常感谢每一位会长。
对，这是。
哪里给我家打？多少钱？
我一口卖了，你让他攒着啊！
拜托大家往台阶中间，那个 Frank 和王继成会长，你们在哪里？
上去，上去，上去！
往中间一点，往中间一点，往中间一点，往中间一点。
来，我送你快点上去啊！上去上去！哎呀，让他上去了。来了。谢谢啊！年纪大的就不要过来了，对。
往中间站一站好不好？往中间站一站好不好？请大家往中间站一站。
请上来一下哈。
没问题吧？
没有，刚才这个地方。
请大家往中间站一站好不好？中间的人。
这里要留开一个洞，这里要留一个通道哈。
我上去可以成人照一下。
大家往中间站一点，往中间站一点。大家往来站一点。 我这一个毛的
好，我们的州长现在到了现场哈。Governor Kathy Hochul is arriving now. Okay. Okay. Good afternoon, Governor Hochul, Lieutenant Governor Delgado, VP Donovan Richard, Councilwoman Sandra Ang, and all the community leaders, friends, and a good afternoon, Flushing. You know why are we here today? We're here today because we want a better future for ourselves and for our children. We want to be protected from the gun violence and the anti-Asian hate. We want affordable housing and infrastructure investment. We want childcare and quality education. The list goes on. And we want the fundamental rights that our grandma and mother had, access to safe abortion. So we are committed to make the right choice for the best person to continue leading New York. Since taking office, she has worked so hard and served her constituents and never get tired. Now, let's welcome our Flushing Councilwoman Sandra Ang.
Good morning, I'm City Councilwoman Sandra Ang representing Flushing. Are we excited? It's GOTV weekend! It is so important during elections to make sure our voices right here in District 20, our Asian American voices gets heard. What is it? It's GOTV weekend! We are here because we support our governor. I have to say, I have seen Governor Hochul been here since day one. She's not here right now because it's GOTV weekend. She's here because she's always been here with all of us at all times. She has proven experience, leadership, and she has what it takes to take us through very difficult times. Let's really be honest here. It's been a couple of difficult weeks right here in New York City, and right here in the United States. But we have someone here who's going to take us through these times, and I'm here to support her. 大家好，我是纽约市市议员黄敏仪。我们今天来这里是因为我们要支持我们的州长。我们记得星期二我们一定要出来投票。我们华人，我们今天说我们华人怎么可以？我们的权利，我们权利是在我们投票上。所以我真的鼓励大家，我们一定星期二要来投票。那我们投票给谁？Hochul! And I also have the pleasure today of introducing another person who our community knows very well, who's been here all the time with all of us, our Queensborough President, Donovan Richards.
All righty, who's fired up today? Queens, are we ready to do this? Flushing, are we ready to do this? Are we ready to get the vote out for Kathy Hochul, our governor? And let me just say some brief words about our governor. Our governor is not what I consider a fair weather friend. She's been here through some of our darkest days in this borough. I'm reminded of the lives lost during Hurricane Ida, and who was right there to make sure we could not just comfort the families of our borough, but invest in the infrastructure that our borough needs. That was none other than Kathy Hochul, our governor. When there were attacks across many communities in this borough, when our Asian community specifically was being targeted for what you looked like, what you sounded like, there was a governor who stood up and came to Flushing to say, guess what? We all belong here. We are all citizens of the United States of America, and therefore, we should all be valued. We should all feel protected, whether you're from here or not. And that was our governor, each and every time making sure that those who might feel like their voice is not being heard in government, that those people, the least amongst us, could feel valued. There was our governor standing with us once again. Today is not about just necessarily an election. This is about ensuring that we send a very strong message. We see what's going on across this country. You look at the attacks of all of us and on all of us. When you look at what's happening at the Supreme Court, how it's easier to get a gun in many parts of our country and our city now than a job. When you look at parts and what's happened just on yesterday, this attack on women's rights, I don't think it's more and more important time than to ensure that this state is led by the right person and the right woman, and that is none other than Governor Kathy Hochul. She's battle-tested, my friends. She's not here because it's simply an election. She's here because she cares. She's been with us as Lieutenant Governor. She's now here leading this state into prosperity to ensure that each and every one of us have a fighting chance to ensure that the generations behind us have a better life. So it is a great honor to be here. And of course, I've endorsed this governor because I believe in what she stands for. And that is simply justice for each and every one of us. Thank you. It's now my honor to turn. I'm not introducing the governor yet, but I just want to thank you for being here. We look forward to continuing to have a firm partnership with your administration. Thank you.
Everyone, have you missed the debate? Isn't he the best? And of course, Lieutenant Governor. Lieutenant Governor Delgado has experience, leadership, intelligence, and a vision to lead the New York alongside with Governor Kathy Hochul. Do you know? Yeah. Now let's welcome Lieutenant Governor Delgado.
Hello, hello, hello. I want to thank Michelle Wang, Sandra Ung. I also want to thank the Queensboro President, Donovan Richards. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing today? I know it's hard right now, given all of the hate and all of the violence and all of the extremism and all the partisanship that we're dealing with across the country. It's hard not to feel down or to be anxious or to be frustrated or to be angry. But in times like this, it's important to understand how we all got here as a people, as Americans, coming together from all different walks of life. What it was that allowed us to overcome the struggles, to overcome the obstacles. How it was to make sure that we could find a better way for each other. We did it through love. We did it through understanding and the desire to have compassion for each other. We did it by seeing ourselves in each other. As the great Dr. King said, hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that. Light can only drive out darkness. That is how we have to fight today. And as we see these rollbacks that are happening all across the country, like the right to choose, a fundamental right for women to make healthcare decisions and have control over their bodies, or the right to vote, to be able to have a voice in society, no matter how you look, no matter your religion to practice, no matter the zip code you come from, that we are all equal, as it says in our founding documents. We have to bear burden and carry this burden. Understand that those who came before us have struggled and fought for us all to be equal and all to be free in this country. And not let these dark forces take us under. And we need leaders who genuinely care to do that. And in Governor Hochul, you have that leader. And in me, as Lieutenant Governor Antonio Delgado, you have that leader. We will lead with love. We will lead with compassion. We will fight for quality of life. public safety, affordable housing and health care, quality education. So no matter where you start here in New York, you have a chance to pursue your dream, to pursue it without obstacles, to pursue it without hurdles, to pursue it freely, as you should as an American. That is the promise of this country, and that is what we must restore in this country. And I will conclude by saying this. New York has always been out front on these issues. From the right to vote, the right to choose, to the labor movement, to the environmental movement, to multiculturalism, multi-ethnic backgrounds, multi-religion. We are the epicenter of all that right here in the city, in the heart of New York, the Empire State. We need leaders who know that, and who preach that, and who live that. And Governor Hochul is exactly that kind of leader for this kind of time. So stand with us. Stand with Governor Hochul. And know that we are standing with you. Thank you and God bless.
And now, it brings me great honor to bring up our good friend, someone who knows Queens and our entire state. And that is none other than our governor, Kathy Hochul.
Hello, Flushing! Hello, Queens!
Hello,
First of all, I want to tell you how grateful I am to see this outpouring of support. And someone said, the borough president, I'm not a fair weather fan. I'll tell you, I've been here for every Lunar New Year parade. And it's always a lot colder on that day. So I show up no matter how cold it is in February. I have been here since I was Lieutenant Governor over 8 years ago. In fact, in this very building behind us, the Queens Library, the intersection of so many cultures and languages and the opportunity for children to learn. I had my first engagement with this community when Grace Meng, our great congresswoman, who cannot be here today because she's fighting hard in Washington, she sat with us. And people like Peter Tu and other leaders came together and told me the needs of this community. And I said, I will never forget this community. And I never have. I come back day after day, year after year, especially when this community was hit so hard by the pandemic. I was here in early March of 2020, before the shutdowns, but there was such fear in this community. I went to the New World Mall just to bring cameras there and let people know, please support our local businesses. This community is strong because of your support for our local hardworking business owners. And now, years later, as your governor, I have amazing partners, and I thank you for electing strong people who have your best interests at heart, who fight for you every day, like our great borough president, my friend, Donovan Richards. Let's thank him for being here today. And Council Member Ung, she was there for me at the convention, validating me, letting people know that I am the voice of all people, and I'll be here for the AAPI community. No matter what the needs are, we are there fighting for all of you, so thank you, Council Member, for what you do. Michelle Wong, I want to thank you for being a leader at a time when leadership is hard to come by. You've unified this community beautifully behind all of us. And to all the business leaders here, I'm going to give you this message, my friend. We have been through so much in the last week alone to see our assault on our rights, women's rights, our rights to protect people from people carrying a concealed weapon in the streets of Flushing. We cannot let that happen. So we are going to be back literally in days from now to sign legislation to protect you and say, no matter what that Supreme Court does, we don't give a damn here in New York, because we will always rise up. We will rise above and protect our women and our citizens and children from gun violence as well. So that is our commitment to all of you. But how do we get it done? We show up to vote. And on Tuesday, or you can even vote today, my friend, you can vote today. We will show the rest of the nation that we are a beacon of hope, a place that has welcomed for generations people from all over the world who made this city and this state so incredibly powerful and diverse, multicultural, and we celebrate this. And I'm not going backwards. because we're going forward together. Let's get this done. Let's vote on to support my Lieutenant Governor Antonio Delgado, all of our assembly races, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for your belief in me. I've got your back. You've got my back, and together we'll fight on to protect the people and the rights of this state. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Ho go, ho go, ho go, ho go, ho go, ho go.
So everyone, you can vote today and tomorrow. If you don't have time today, tomorrow, don't forget to vote on Tuesday. Hold on, Delgado. Hold on, Delgado. Hold on, Delgado. 4 more years. 4 more years. 4 more years. 4 more years. 我们支持 Hold on, Delgado. We support Hold on and Delgado. Okay, don't forget to vote. 每一位朋友哈，今天可以投票，明天也可以投票 ，early voting。如果你没有时间，星期二一定要去投票哈。谢谢大家，谢谢大家，一定要投票。